Well, it seems that the downfall of the Daily Wire has been faster than we expected. Breaking, thanks to Dominic Michael Trapi. Breaking, Daily Wire reportedly hires bankruptcy attorney, lays off 25% of staff. This is, well, as Heidi Brianna says, not surprising. This has been a bit in the making, and thanks to James Lee for his reporting on this scoop. The implosion at the Daily Wire is accelerating. What started with Jeremy Boring, the CEO, stepping down, has now spiraled into mass layoffs and another firing of a senior executive, Elisa Cordoba, the vice president of public relations. This is bad. This is bad. The Daily Wire just fired Elisa Cordoba, their VP of public relations, and according to sources, Cordoba was Jeremy's minion, one was responsible for crafting the company's aggressive and paranoid media strategy. As in aggressive and paranoid, we're talking about Ben Shapiro as well. Again, this is something that had been brewing for some time. I don't know how Matt Walsh is still in there, but I guess that, well, he wanted to stay until the end. Cordova allegedly stalked former employees online. How nice. Kept folders of clipped videos of their enemies. I guess if that included Brett Cooper and Candace Owens. You know that I don't like Candace Owens that much, but she sometimes nails it. Right now, both Brett Cooper and Candace Owens must be laughing. There's no other way. Helped wage internal vendettas under the guise of PR. And one source said that the disaster of their PR strategy over the last year was cooked up between Jeremy Boring and Elisa Cordoba. So I think it was too aggressive, I guess. It was not, focused on the real stuff, the real bottom line. Also, mass layoffs. The Daily Wire is also shuttering its kids division entirely, roughly a quarter of the company. And internally, people are furious. One source put it bluntly, if they let Jeremy go a long time ago, many people would still have jobs today. Everybody knows it. You know that the thing that they were saying, or well, it's not that they were saying, it was, everybody knows that, is that Jeremy Boring wanted to make this kind of Hollywood studio. They wanted to make their own version of Snow White, by the way, with Brett Cooper. That obviously, for obvious reason, that never worked. And it seems that, no, it was too big of an undertaking. And they were taken from the company's coffers. And as Milo Yiannopoulos mentioned, it's such a coincidence that this happened right after USAID was essentially shut down. Again, I am just pointing out, as Milo says, about the coincidences of this stuff, because the timing, well, James Lee continues, with a quarter of the company gone and its core leadership in flames, the big question now is, what happens to the people still there? Can Matt Walsh and Michael Knowles and the rest stay insulated from the chaos? I think not. Or is this just the beginning of more turmoil to come? Well, as Kurt Nifius here says, Daily Wire tried to become an entertainment company and pretty much crapped out on every single project except for What is a Woman? The failure of the company is pretty simple case of too much too soon, and I agree. It's like when you try to grow up too quickly, too ambitiously. That is not the way things work. You have to remain nimble. As I've seen things work nowadays. That's the new media. The new media has to remain nimble. And no, this was anything but nimble. It's a fascinating business failure case study. One of the best examples that I could think of is the comment section. It's like, I'm gonna look for the comment sections right now, and pretending when you have something like the comment section and you pretend that you're going to just switch the host. Yeah, I said I want all the cookies. The host of the comment section, and pretend that it's gonna be working like business as usual. And you have, well, you have this The numbers and the stats speak for themselves. There's like 200,000 subscribers less, and the plummet of the views, as you can see right here. Well, that's what you're gonna get. That's what's gonna happen. This is a complete lack of vision and saying, oh, we can keep milking this. These people, whoever watches the comment section, and by extension, whoever watches the Daily Wire, they must be. They will keep watching us no matter what. No, you have to earn. I, as a content creator, I could call myself a YouTuber. Even after 300 million views, I've got 320 million views right now. Even after 300 million views, you see that I have to reinvent myself. I have to remain nimble. I have to test things. It has been hard, of course, and it's still been hard. And you have to earn every single view you get. Is that simple. So they seriously thought, Jeremy Boring thought that they were too big to fail, and they wanted to be bigger. And it didn't help. It didn't help in many ways that people like, Ben Shapiro, we're avoiding these topics that so many of you have pointed out many, many times. And by the way, in this case, that the JFK files were released, and Ben Shapiro had this tweet that said, "I really don't care who killed JFK." I'm gonna look for it as well. It's why won't you care about that? And his argument was because it was too long ago. All right, so I guess that every single conflict, like has been for some time, right here. I showed you this. Any single conflict that has been for some time, like let's say 80 years ago, then no, I'm not gonna boost this post. Excuse me. Why does it actually matter who shot JFK? By Ben Shapiro on March 20, 2025. Yes, it actually matters because U.S. president was killed, and everybody knows this was a huge conspiracy, and everybody wants to know the truth. So, by the way, why hasn't Bobby Kennedy Jr. said anything about this yet? Oh my God, so many things, so many questions that you ask. But well, we continue. Funny how the shit off of USAID money seemed to correspond with this. No coincidence, says gettingtrumpnow.com. I am sure, oh my God, I'm sure APAC will keep them going, says Steve. I have a feeling foreign investors will swoop in and save the day. Not sure if this report, and let's see what John Root has to say. Not sure if these reports and accusations are true, but I did have one interaction with Alisa Cordova, and it was not good. It was after I shared my public disappointment about the Daily Wire releasing a sports show, Breakaways, copying the name of my show at TPUSA, Breakaway. Oh, was stolen. Interesting. After my sports show, Breakaway, had been established for about a year, Daily Wire released a sports show called Breakaways, where they interviewed multiple players who I had already chatted with on my show for their own courageous instances in sports COVID era. I felt slighted and disrespected by the Daily Wire. I also shared my love and respect for Alison Williams as a journalist and bravery amidst ESPN firing her. So yeah, there was a low blow. After the release of the Breakaways trailer, I shared a tweet and an Instagram reel sharing my disappointment that another conservative outlet, who was well aware of my show because I had Jake Crane, the host of their daily sports show, Crane and Company, could be so careless. No, I'm pretty sure that this was on purpose. I'm pretty sure this was on purpose. Yikes, I hate them blaming everyone except for Ben, though. Oh, yeah. They're absolutely cooked. I mean, the only one, I'm gonna tell you the truth. The only one I watch from the Daily Wire is Matt Walsh. I don't agree with Matt in everything, but I agree with Matt in a lot of things. Again, this is the kind of things that I tell you time and time again. This is the reason why the mainstream media is failing. It's just collapsing. You have way too many weight. You have way too many hands on deck. You have to remain as lean and nimble as possible. That is the only way that you can, well, move with the times, with the speed at which news are happening. And this, well, the Daily Wire, the coverage, you remember the coverage of the elections? Yeah, maybe you don't remember because you were here in my channel. It was less than stellar, and I think others are doing better. My question is, if Viva Frey and Tim Pool are in the podcast, the podcast launch at the White House, why isn't anybody from the Daily Wire in there? Is there? Maybe I'm wrong, but I just saw Viva Frey and Tim Pool are there. I haven't seen anybody from the Daily Wire. Again, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they're going to be invited at some point. Maybe they're going to invite Ben Shapiro for another round of the Epstein binders. We don't know. But again, my guess is that this is going to be like the example of things to come. But again, I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Bar Language Guy. Much love and bliss.